dug our swimming pool. Right now it is the first week of May. They were not supposed to dig the pool for at least another 2 to 3 weeks. I got a call a couple nights ago and they had an opening in the schedule, and we were not expecting to be able to swim in it until maybe the end of June. But now it might be the end of May. Now obviously that depends on weather and a few other factors like the contractors. Of course it rained last night, but I don't think it really messed anything up. While this is very exciting for us and we are getting started a lot sooner than we thought, it is very stressful too, because there's a lot of things that I have to do, trying to get a fence put up, trying to haul in some dirt, do some landscaping, bring in some sod. I've got to run some electrical stuff. I thought I was going to have a couple more weeks to kind of get my plan together and get some pricing from some fencing people. I still don't know if I'm going to do my own fence. I love to do all my own stuff, but a big problem with me is time to do it. So sometimes, even though I can do things myself, it's just faster and easier to pay someone else to do it. And this sunshine's making me look like I'm going bald. One of the main things I'm stressed about is putting the fence up. I would love to do it myself, and I think I can do it cheaper, obviously, than a contractor because I'm not paying their labor. But the problem is time. You know, the county is not going to sign off on this pool until all their little safety things are checked off, one of them being a fence. So even after my pool contractor is done, if the fence is not up, the county is not going to sign off on the pool, and basically we're not supposed to use it. So I don't want the pool contractor to finish his job and then me take a week or two messing around trying to get this fence up, because I've also got to bring in some dirt. I've got a lot of landscaping and other things. I'm going to bring in some sod around the pool. I've got a lot going on. It's probably just going to be better for me to get a fence contractor and let them knock it out. I'm going to try to show each stage of this project, but I do have a job, and sometimes they're probably going to be doing things and covering them up before I get home or while I'm not here. So I will show what I can. It's hard to tell in this picture, but this pool is going to be 8 feet deep on this end. The shallow, I believe, is going to be 3.5, 4 feet deep. Typical swimming pool. 18 feet wide, 36 feet long. Of course, it's called an oasis. We're going to have some pretty cool stuff in this pool. There's going to be a bench over here. We're also going to have this little bump out here. It's going to be called an exit bench, so you can actually step out or you can sit there. One cool thing, if you have the exit bench, you don't have to have a deep end ladder. And I want a little bit more of a modern look, a cleaner look. I did not want a ladder in the deep end. We're also not going to have a handrail up here on the shallow steps. It's old school to me. It kind of makes it look like a hotel pool. On the other video, I was talking about my pool pump was going to be over here on the side of the house, and you can see they have dug here for the power that will come around over to the deep end. We'll have a diving board down here, and of course your light. So the first thing they have to do is dig the hole, and I think at this point they just get the basic shape. It doesn't look like it's going to be very deep, but it will be. As I walk around here, you can actually see how they dug down here. I guess you can see that. That might be at least 3 feet tall right here. The next thing they're going to do in a few days, they're going to come back and almost like a house foundation, they're going to put a concrete wall all the way around the top. I believe once they put the concrete walls around it, they'll actually come in with shovels and chisels and picks or whatever, and they'll actually shape this by hand. I've known people in the last 10 to 15 years that got swimming pools and they were using metal walls. Now it seems like all the contractors I've talked to, everyone is using concrete walls. And I was told by one contractor that is because of price. The cost of metal has gone up so much. Now this over here, obviously the shallow end, will have some steps here. The deep end will have a diving board. Now this thing you see laying here, I believe that's called a bonding wire. And they're also going to be laying this conduit down in this trench. It'll go around over to the deep end where there will be a light. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.